nothing before made me want to make a video so much as this deck. Honestly, like, I didn't even hesitate. I just like put up my phone and I'm here. Slavic Tarot, Golden Circle of Life. Beautifully, like, I saw the box and I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It's so pretty. I got it in Polish, despite having all my decks in English, because, well, it's Slavic, so it really felt like appropriate thing. So yeah, that's the box. The box inside is pretty and has like a tiny little booklet, but it's basically the meaning of the cards with like a tiny little intro. Not much, and some ads at the end. There's like the actual spread for the circle, but it's just that, and there's like not much about it, just like a, simple cues on how to lay the cards. So I guess not much, but I'm not here to talk about the booklet. I'm here to talk about cards, because honestly the artwork is just bomb. This is the backside, quite pretty, the golden circle, right? I like it. I like that it's like, on both sides is literally the same. Even the tiny little trademark, can I see it here? It's is on both sides. It doesn't want to focus, you have to believe me. It's on both sides the same. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about the backside either. Oh yeah, it's golden. Shiny. Okay, I'm here to talk about the artwork. Because I didn't even check like all the cards in the deck. I was like, I saw a couple of them and I was like, I'm taking those. Thank you. So we start with a full. I'll try to keep it short and not talk too much. We have a full, quite, usual full reaching. Though I really like he or she, well, they reach for the sun. They're just like, we're gonna get it. Whatever it is, we're gonna get it. So that's the full. We have magician and we have high priestess. They both, like, side to side, they just look amazing. They look absolutely amazing. Yeah. I love how it's like, classic yet still very, very Slavic. You will see across the deck they will all wear Slavic type of clothes. They will be countless Slavic tropes and things from myths and recognizable symbols. So it's all brilliant. I also love that for some cards the people are actually old. It's beautiful. Please, let's make it a trend to, like, I'm so bored of folks on cards being young, like 20. Please change it. First card that I was like, I looked at and I was like, what is happening? The lovers. Why they don't look at each other? I was like so confused. And I'm still kind of confused, but I also think, wait, 3 people on the lovers card? Are we talking non-monogamous relationship? This is a new for me. And I love it. Like, the longer I look at it, the more I love it. The more like I see potential to interpret it in so many different ways. Chef's kiss. Love it. Chariot. Strength. Instead of a lion, we have a cute little bear. And the cute little bear is absolutely the cutest. I mean, the whole card is very, very, very cute, but yeah. We have a hermit. Hermit is Slightly different, has a tiny little light bug instead of the usual lantern. Also very cute, very like local in that sense, in the sense of a bug, in the sense of like plants around him. Perfect. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, pretty classic. We have the Hanged One, which is under the water. I'd say it makes sense. Death is pretty usual. I mean, it is pretty, but it's pretty usual. There's like nothing much, but I love how quiet it is. Look how quiet it is. It's just night, the stars, and the empty forest. Beautiful. And another card that I was like, what is happening? The Temperance is actually an old man. Like, why exactly? And he's not spilling the water, but he has 2 jugs, so I guess it's more like, you know, older quality. Again, I don't mind old people in my decks, please. We have a devil. We have a devil, and we have those like myth of Kupala's Night. It's not a myth, it's more like a legend of like finding the magical flower. And it is a devil card. It may be interpreted, you know, as a devil behind him, but it may be interpreted as a, you know, traditional bonfire. It may be interpreted by, you know, if the need occurs as a very sexual card, because the Kupala's Night was pretty much about sex. So, you know, it can be your usual devil. It can be, you know, a lot more. Then the Tower, pretty usual. Star, also pretty usual. Don't bother that she actually has a moon behind her. Like, excuse me. And then we have this beautiful moon. I mean, please, look at it. Like, again, night, empty. You can feel the cold from this card, and I love it. Sun, thankfully no babies. Thankfully. That's a young person. That's fine. That's way better than just a naked 2 years old. Love it. Yeah, the Judgment, different. But again, it ties to a legend, one of the Slavic legend, involving swans and sea and everything. So I love to see this trope in here. And we have the World. It's so different from your usual the world. At the same time, it's exactly this. It represents everything, all stages of life, all possibilities, the whole potential. Brilliant. And we're starting suits. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, monogamous, casual. Their cups are huge, but more power to them, I guess. Three of Cups, harvest, the joy, yeah, party, beautiful. Four of Cups and Five of Cups. These are pretty, you know, usual, I would say. And then we have Six of Cups. Believe me, I saw this and I was like, this is a nice card. And then I realized, and then I literally cried. I cried over this card when I realized this may be just a card of childhood. You know, you have a little girl, you have her grandmother, and it's all about, like, you know, going to the past or coming back you know, or coming into the future. But then I realized it may be the same person. It may be about tending to your inner child, and I was like immediately sold when I thought about this. It's absolutely beautiful. The card itself, the artwork is beautiful, but like the hidden meanings that I could derive from it. Oh my goodness. I love it. I absolutely love it. Believe me. This is my favorite card. And I don't think in all decks I have Six of Cups is not usually my favorite. This one is. This one absolutely is. Amazing. Seven of Cups, quite usual. Knight of Cups, yeah. Okay, Nine of Cups. Ten of Cups, we don't have the rainbow, but we do have fruits, harvest. You know, they will be stale soon. So it's like a Slavic rainbow, I guess. And we have a cat, not a dog, but yeah. Yeah, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen and King of Cups. Those are pretty normal. We have a little bit, you know, more themes for Slavs to recognize and understand. But yeah, pretty normal. Ace of Coins, also pretty normal. It's the start of a thing, you know. You can be that bull and you can just like go for it. I like Two of Coins being quite typical, but also like it shows greatly like the business, the uncertainty, but also like the joy of Two of Coins very well. Cool. Three of Coins, too bad there's no other people, but like, you know, he's working on it, so at least that. Four of Coins, protection, you know, security, hiding your stuff from other people and not spending it. And Five of Coins, again, we have a knight, we have some folks who are just literally burning their last coins to survive the night. There's no church in it, and honestly I love it. Thank you for not putting church in it. Six of Coins, Seven of Coins with additional, like, you know, warning for birds, warning about someone or something that can steal your hard work if you're not paying attention. Then Eight of Coins. Those are like Nine of Coins and Ten of Coins. They are pretty, you know, usual in that sense. This is one of the cards when I'm like, are you sure? Because usually the Knight of Coins is the stationary one. He's not going anywhere. He's the one who plans. This one looks like he's gonna throw the coin, and I'm not sure what's going on. But you know, so far so good. I'm not gonna argue. Yeah, she's weaving. He's like hugging the coin. It's actually, I like that he is hugging it because it's like, you know, additional message about security, stability, these kind of things. So perfect. Actually perfect. And I also love, you know, they all have beautiful field behind them, which basically means they are going to be rich. They are going to be rich. Now we're gonna get to the swords. And I'm bummed because that's my favorite suit. And it's so sad in here, it's so dramatic. There's only one card that's like positive. You know, just judging from the imagery. here. But nevertheless, we have an Ace of Swords, which is a snake, which sort of, doesn't get you a nice connection. We have a Two of Coins and Three of Coins. They're all like, limiting yourself in the context of those two artworks, which is already, repeated in Eight of Swords. I'm not entirely buying it, to be honest, but that's fine. This can also mean, like waking up from the painful thing, not necessarily, like she may be just crying about it, but she may actually wake up soon and be like, okay, I'm done. I grieved and I'm actually done, and I can go into Four of Swords. That's the one positive card. He's just like secure. He's like, I'm resting, thank you. And he also is older, so thanks for that. Then we have Five of Swords, sad people. Then we have Six of Swords, people who look like they are running away from someone. Seven of Swords, we have a thief and folks looking for him. Then we have Eight of Swords, looks like someone just fell off a cliff and she's just crying over that person. Then we have classic Nine of Swords, and Ten of Swords is really painful to look at. Not because it's ugly or anything, it's really, really pretty, but it's just, I don't know, emotional, I guess. I think this is how Ten of Swords is supposed to be. At the same time, you don't see anything positive in these cards. You really don't. It's like, at first I was like, okay, maybe it's a sunshine, but then I realized it's a village on fire. So there is literally nothing in these cards to be like happy about, which is again sad because swords are not the bad guys. They are not really. Trust me. Anyway, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords is a fucking badass. Like, look at her. She is amazing. Love it. And King of Swords. They are like fully armored. They will not, bow before like anyone, kneel before anyone. They don't have time for bullshit. I love it. And, if you look closer, she may be slightly older than 20, which is, again, pretty nice. She's a queen, so that's what I would expect. And then we have Fire and Wands. There will be a lot of fire in this one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Ace of Wands. I love it because, we have all those like fiery imagery, but also we can interpret it straight like a call to wake up, being like, this is the time. Wake up, wake up. So, perfect. Two of Wands. Three of Wands is great because it's like, is he welcoming something, someone, an opportunity? Is he going somewhere? The booklet says about like going, but the interpretation, many possible. I like it. Also the sun behind it, it sets the tone. Four of Wands, very classical. Five of Wands, same. Six of Wands, whereas like the Five of Wands is laying here. And honestly, I love it. It means everyone else was defeated. Like, you know, our enemies or whatever. Like, you can interpret it again, where they're our allies or enemies. What is going on? We don't know, but we know this guy won. And that's what this card is about. So, yay, perfect. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands is again different. It may be like, you know, reaching the place you want to reach. It may be like tempting the fate. It may be like slightly running away from something or running towards. So plenty of opportunities to, you know, read the card as they want to be read. Not necessarily, you know, the classical meaning we are all used to. So great. 9 of Wands, fine. 10 of Wands, what the heck is happening? This is, I think, my least favorite card in this deck. What is happening here? What is going on? Tell me. Why is he blindfolded? Why is he carrying... Well, I don't know if it's a he. I'm judging from the clothes, but like... Why do they... Why? I don't understand. And I don't like this. I mean, you know, sure, I can interpret it. And I will, but like... I just don't like it. It's not about being blind. Usually 10 of Wands is not about being blind. It's about being very much aware of how much do you carry and how much there is and like how big is your burden. So why are they blindfolded? I don't know. But then we have Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. We have Queen of Wands, the witch of the deck. And of course she has a cat, because she is the witch of the deck. And I love it. Again, thank you, it's perfect. And the King of Wands to close off the deck. That was the Slavic Tarot by Mila Losenko, a Russian artist. I love it. I absolutely love it. To the point that it's like 2 a.m. in the morning and I'm finishing recording this video and I hope it's gonna work out well. That's how much I love it. And I only like opened it, you know, an hour ago. So happy that I got it. Be blessed. Stay safe. See ya.